went from $0 to $4,534 in just 90 days selling digital products. And it was with no ads, no big audience, no tech background. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, step by step, so you can decide if this is something you actually want to try out for yourself. And with that, let's jump right into it. Now, before we talk about digital products, I want to share a really quick story with you, and it's all about a Rubik's Cube. That's right. Now, from the outside, of course, a Rubik's Cube looks almost impossible. You twist it around, colors everywhere, nothing actually makes sense. Now, that's how digital products feel to most people, but when you follow a step-by-step tutorial, and that's exactly what I did, I practiced with my kids, over time we memorized the moves and we learned how to solve it. And here's the lesson. Most things that feel virtually impossible from the outside actually have a very predictable step-by-step formula, and once you follow the step, things just click. Selling digital products works exactly the same way. So let's clear up what selling digital products actually means, which is creating something like an ebook, a course, or a template, and selling it online to a specific group of people. And you create it once and you can sell it over and over again. And there's absolutely no shipping and no inventory. And the goal is very simple. Solve one clear problem for one specific group of people, and that's it. Now here's the basic process. First, you pick a problem people already want help with. Most digital products fall into three big categories, which are health, money, or relationships. And second, you create the product to help solve that problem. It could be an ebook, a short course, or maybe a simple template. You can even use AI to help you create it. Third, you put up a simple page that explains exactly what the product does, and this usually is called a landing page or a funnel. And fourth, you set up a way to get paid. Most people use either PayPal or Stripe. Fifth, you start showing that product to the right people online, and that's basically the whole system. Now, this is where most people get stuck. They wonder, what would I even sell? And here's the answer. We all have something that we're naturally good at, things that we like to talk about. And it's that one thing that people keep asking you about, especially when they're stuck. You might not be the best at it. You might not be a 10 out of 10. Maybe you're a 6 or 7, but you're still way ahead of someone who's a 0, and people would gladly pay you to help them go from a 0 to a 3. And then in fact, a lot of people prefer learning from somebody who's just a few steps ahead of them because it's easier to relate. Now, I'm putting together a free on-demand training that's going to go deeper into everything I'm explaining to you in this video. I'll also include free resources that you could use right away. So if you want to be notified when that's live, please check out the first link in the description. Now, once you know what you're going to sell, you need a place to host it. There are a lot of tools out there and it can be completely overwhelming. And I've been testing digital products now for about 3 years. I've tried most of the popular platforms. The one that I personally use, and I host all my courses and funnels on, is system.io. Because it's just so simple, everything under one umbrella, it doesn't feel overwhelming, and they even offer a free account so you can get started without spending any money. And when you do upgrade, the yearly cost is still very low. I will leave you the link below if you want to check that out. Now here's the part that makes it all work. You can't stay invisible and expect to make sales, because your job is to tell people what problem you solve and how your digital products can help solve that problem. This is where the content comes into place, and the best place to do that is on YouTube, because it doesn't matter how big your audience is, as long as the video is positioned correctly. And by positioned correctly, I mean 3 simple things. First, the title and thumbnail clearly tell the viewer who the video is for and what problem it solves. And second, the first 30 seconds make it obvious that the video is worth watching. Third, the video actually delivers on what the title promised, so people keep watching it. And when those 3 things line up, YouTube understands who to show the video to. That's when YouTube starts pushing it to the right audience. YouTube only cares about 2 things: people clicking on the video and people watching it without leaving. If the viewers click and leave, YouTube stops showing it. That's it. Here's how you turn the viewers into buyers. You post one helpful video per week around your topic. You're not trying to sell right away. First, you have to build trust. Then you offer something for free. A free guide, a checklist, a short training. This is called an opt-in. People exchange their email address for something valuable. Think about brands that you already trust. Like Amazon, it means fast delivery. Costco. It means value. You already know that, and you trust those brands. Your content works exactly the same way. It builds trust by being consistent and helpful. But before somebody buys, they typically need a taste, just like the free samples at Costco or the mall food court. You try it first, and if you like it, you come back and you buy more. And that's exactly how this whole ecosystem works. Now, here's where most of the sales actually happen, and it's via email. Most people don't buy the first time they meet you. Once somebody joins your email list, the system automatically sends them the freebies, followed by pre-written emails that bring them back to your initial offer. This all runs on autopilot using system.io, and email is where you really connect. I write my emails to the old version of me because I figured this out. I talk about where I was stuck, what wasn't working, and how I solved it. And the story usually gets spread over several emails, about one per day over the first week. So let's zoom out for a moment. Here's the whole system. You create helpful YouTube videos, you tell people what to do next, you collect emails with a free offer, you follow up automatically, and you sell your digital products. That's it. That is the Rubik's Cube. Once you see the pattern, it's not complicated anymore. Again, you could do all of this using system.io, and I've linked it below. And if you want to shortcut the learning curve, instead of figuring this all out the hard way, the way I did, you can also check out the Profitable Creator Club in the description. That's where I go deeper into content strategy, positioning, funnels, automation, and of course, monetization. All right, let me leave you with this. If you've ever felt like there has to be a better way, or I know something valuable, but I have no idea how to package it, this is probably not an accident. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be a few steps ahead and obviously willing to start. And if you want help along the way, everything you need is linked in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up so this video can get a little boost by the algorithm. Otherwise, I appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you again on my next video. Take care.